babies. This is Kylo Ren, and I'm bringing you another unedited, unscripted, take one only video. Now, where is Luke Skywalker? I really have to admit to you guys, I'm not really a bad guy, you know? Just kind of angry and all. Alright, okay, it's me. Journos Comics, in my alter alias here. So as you guys can see, I'm still having fun. Wishing that Halloween wasn't over. Or really what might be going on here is that I really am Kylo Ren, and I've been Kylo Ren this whole time. So whatever you guys want to believe. Maybe I should just take my helmet off. Excuse the mess of hair here. Alright guys. Should I keep the hood on? Should I be kind of, you know, creepy and all black? Alright guys, you know why I'm here though. I am here doing, I got my notes over here. Obviously, OMG, Chris's 300 plus subscriber contest. I was going to try to do the whole video as Kylo Ren, but obviously that wasn't working so well. So, okay guys, let's get right into it, man. Man, OMG. What can I say? Let me get more light on here, actually. I have been out of the loop for a good few weeks. In the first let me not lie. I think the first video I watched was Don Comic Book Junkie's winner announcement because I entered his contest. But then I think a week went by and I didn't watch another video. And I watched a couple OMG videos in the middle of my hiatus. So that just goes to show you how much I enjoy Chris's channel. So he wanted us to ask some basic questions about, you know, what we like about him, what we like about his channel. You know, what of his qualities are good. And it's just two things that come to my mind. Energy. Three things. Energy, personality, and just uniqueness. You know, to be unique within his personality, within the energy that he brings, it's just awesome. And that's what I like to see. You know, when I'm watching these YouTube videos, everyone is so much of their own character and person, and he really brings that out. You know, nothing held back. So it's extremely entertaining, you know, as well as him having awesome stuff. We have a lot of similar interests when it comes to comic books, Spider-Man, you know, being probably the main one. And then Pops, I enjoy watching his Pops videos, which I've been doing more of lately, next to like when he would first put them out, just because Pops is something that I've just recently kind of started getting into. Nothing crazy, you know, and I don't really, you know, to be honest, I never really liked bobblehead type things, but something about them, it's just, they're very visually appealing. So, yeah, so man, I mean, I will say one thing too. And this, he asked what he can do better. I'm not even going to go there because, you know, what he's doing is amazing. His subscribers are just coming in like freaking somebody like, you know, broke the dam and here in the water's flooding through. It's unbelievable how many new subscribers he's getting, but I can see why, you know, and one thing that I think he does well, and this can go, man, I don't know, personally for me, Chris does a ton of videos, but he keeps them short. His videos are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes long. I try to keep mine around 10 minutes too. And I'm going to tell you why I like this. Because he could do 3 videos in one day, and they could be 6, 7 minutes each. 5, 6, 7 minutes each. And if I don't have time, I'm still watching one of them. If I do have time, I can still spend a half hour and watch them all. To where, and I'm not taking anything away from people that have longer videos, because obviously, I'm going to give you an example of someone, and I'm going to be honest, I haven't watched too many of her videos. Rez has pretty long videos, but what she does in her videos is really, really awesome because she gives really deep, detailed critique. So you can't really do a video like that in, 5, 6, 7 minutes. But when it comes to hauls, when it comes to anything else other than either having to have like a really solid, maybe good 20 minutes to a half hour to do a full on review or critique, or if you're like Don Comic Book Junkie and you're doing an hour long live show, those are awesome. For hauls, for just kind of standard, day to day stuff, for me, it really helps them be short. Not because I don't want to spend 20, 30 minutes watching a video, but because it's hard to always find the time. So it's subconsciously appealing in a sense to say like, well, shoot, I'm getting ready for school, but I got 6 minutes to watch this video. So I think that's a good technique. All right, so I think I spent enough time on this. Let's go into these real questions here that he's got. And I think I struggled on a couple, but I have pretty much all of them down. And the first one was, what city and state was Chris born in? Honolulu, Hawaii. I know I've enjoyed hearing his stories. I've been to Honolulu, and I've rode the bus downtown and, hit the beaches there, and it was an awesome experience. So to hear him talk about a place that I've experienced, but kind of like in the past, in the 70s or 80s, it's just very nostalgic. I enjoy stuff like that. So, all right, next question. What Marvel Comics Volume 1 Grail is Chris collecting right now? Obviously, Spectacular Spider-Man, Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man Volume 1. And I know that because it is one of my big runs that I have a huge amount of. And I've actually helped him out and sent him some issues to help him out with his run there. So it's an amazing run. I love the art. Sal Buscema. I don't know exactly how you pronounce his name, but he was one of the main artists from basically early mid 90s, 80s, all the way to mid 90s. And the story in the run is amazing as well. I've read it all. I've read the whole thing. Okay, moving on now. What character Spider-Man? Okay, yeah. What character is Chris's all-time horror slasher, and what's the title of the franchise? Okay, I had written down here. It was Forever Carlisle from the Lazarus series, because I'm thinking, she's like a ninja assassin type of character, and it's pretty slashy-ish. So that's what I was thinking, because I know in his video he's talked a lot about that. But I actually, before doing this the last couple of days, I watched a couple of his videos, and I saw a video where he was it was like a Halloween contest video, and he talked about the Halloween movies of Mike Myers, and he used the word slasher. So I'm going to lean now towards it being Mike Myers of Halloween, and I didn't know if that was correct because it's not. I don't even know if they've done comic books on Halloween comic books, so I was thinking comic book related. But when he used the term slasher, I was like, okay, I think this is it. All right, what's the next one here? What is his all-time favorite pop OMG will never part with? To be honest, I never really saw a video where I heard him say he will never part with a pop. So I missed that, but what I did hear him say in one of when he was showing off his pops, and it was an older video, that which one was his favorite. And it was a Mike Myers one that he got as a random act of kindness from Golden Car Comics. And he said it was his favorite pop that he had. So I'm going to go with that one. And the next question is, what two titles or issue numbers were his emails or letters published in? And the first one was Daredevil 230, which I think, when did that come out? Maybe like late 70s, early 80s. And then Spawn number 176, which I believe was maybe in the 2000s, kind of a newer one. I don't know exactly when that one came out. But I know because I commented on that video. I was like, that's so sweet. I wanted to go get it. I still haven't. I still want, man, I gotta, now that I have these written down, I'm gonna go get a copy of myself and have that just to see his letters in there. Okay. What birthday gift signed CGC did Sean give Chris? Well, I know first off, he gave him a Spectacular Spider-Man #1 CGC. But he then, when Chris was getting his McFarlane run together, he sent him another signed Todd McFarlane Spider-Man #1 signed by Stan Lee. So that is the one that is signed. So he basically got two really, really good ones, but signed by Stan Lee. I mean, that is would be a grail for myself as well. Amazing book to have signed by Stan Lee. Okay. I think there's one more question. It's named the 3 Spider-Man related Funko Pops from his collection. So I'm just going to go all out and name all the 5 I believe that he has in chronological order. So he has Spider-Man, classic suit. Then he has a black suit Spider-Man. And then he has Venom. And then Carnage. And then Anti-Venom. And if you see, I put them all in order in terms of their, appearances and how they relate. So those are the questions. And lastly, he brought up 5 YouTubers that were under 100. I'm sure I could probably guarantee that hopefully all of them are over 100 now at this point. The ones I didn't think I was subscribed to that I went and subscribed. I'm subscribed to all of them now, but I know I was subscribed to a couple, but it was Christian Collins, Clayton Whitehurst, and After Comics. And then there were 2 that I wanted to give a shout out to that recently were new subscribers of myself that I subscribed to. And that is Contender, just the word Contender. And then, I don't know if I'm saying this right, ADO. It's ADEOO. So those are the 2 that I want you guys to go check out and get them some subs up. So I think Contender is right around 100, and I think ADEOO is only around like 15. So, all right, guys, I'm glad I was still able to have time to come out and do this because I think that the deadline's almost up. I enjoy OMG's channel so much, man. Yeah, that's why I had to come out here dressed up. And kind of put a little oomph into it because he deserves the energy to be put into these entries in this contest. So, Chris, congrats, man! I see you're like 377. You'll be at 400 probably, by the end of this week for sure. Keep doing what you're doing, man. I mean, your spirits are amazing. Your energy is amazing, and it's awesome. I mean, look, guys, we pay $100, $150 for cable every month, unless you're paying $9.99 for Netflix, which I'm doing too. But the point I'm trying to make is like, we look to different outlets for entertainment, and this is free. I mean, well, of course you have to have internet, you're paying for your internet, but we have such this is entertainment, it's community, it's interactive. It's informative. Is that a word? Informative. It's informative. It's informative. It's so many things, and it doesn't really cost us anything besides just connecting to an internet and checking out YouTube. So I'm grateful for everyone. Grateful for OMG. I'm glad he's doing this, and it inspires me to keep doing what I'm doing. So yeah. All right, guys. Kylo Ren signing out. Check out OMG. Link in the bottom. If you're not subbed to him, go do it right now. Don't do anything else. Well, actually, click like on this video, drop some comments, and then go sub him out. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time.